Hello and welcome to another episode of the Farr Show, where I am Damien Farr, and tonight we're talking about Spider-Man Miles Morales. I know what you're thinking. Damien, it's Friday. You don't talk about video games on Friday. Well, once in a while, because I want to get all the Halo easy completions done. We're going to occasionally talk about games here and there on Fridays. So, I felt, why not start with this one, because Spider-Man Miles Morales is amazing. And it takes place on Christmas Day, seeing how this video is coming out Christmas Day. And it's the last one that we'll have the tree this year with. So, I thought now was the best time to talk about it. So, Spider-Man Miles Morales. It's great. I mean, it's really great. I put in here, I'd say, I put sequel to Marvel's Spider-Man, one of my favorite games of all time. Never really got into the DLC. Bought the DLC right after playing 3 hours, or hours upon hours of the game. I beat the game in 3 days, which if you know me, that's quick to beat a game for me. I never got into the DLC. Really, I think what they should have done with this, because there was rumors going around that one of the like heads at Sony Interactive pretty much said it's an expansion to the original, and it is. It's just an expansion. So I wish they would have made it where you buy Spider-Man PS4 remastered and you get this expansion included as well. I think that would have been the way to go. And the reason I say for PlayStation 5, I played this on the PS4. I have a PS4 Pro. I'm going to be honest with you. So, really, it ran well, but that PS4, ooh, that baby was loud. I mean, that baby was loud. I could hear it. It sounded like the original launch PS4 just playing a game or playing in general. I was so surprised. I'm like, why is this thing so loud? Like, what's happening? And it's because this game, I guess, was really, to be honest, I feel like made for a PlayStation 5, but they ported it backwards to a PlayStation 4. So I kind of wish they would have just stuck with the PlayStation 5 version and then made Spider-Man Remastered and this a bundle for, let's say, $40. I think that would have been a reasonable amount, $40 for Spider-Man Remastered and this. So, pretty much, I mean, once again, it's a glorified expansion. Still great, though. Like I said, I would say this is a great 8 hours of game, which the first game was like 20 hours, so, once again, big expansion. Could have been great, though, if they would have made this, part of the remastered version of the first game. Make it like a thing. You get the first game, all the City That Never Sleeps DLC, and then this expansion. But that's just me. That might be an unpopular opinion, but that's just me. I didn't play it on PlayStation 5. I plan to play it on PlayStation 5 and beat all the stuff I didn't with New Game Plus and beat everything again. Same with Spider-Man PS4. I plan to do that as well. So, pretty quick plot rundown. Peter leaves for vacation in Europe. And then gives him Miles a new spider suit. Upgrades the suit to the classic suit. Pretty much. As time goes on, you start getting introduced to Miles and his friends. You meet his friend who's the guy in the chair, which ironically I think, this may be a stereotype, looks kind of like Ned from Spider-Man Homecoming in a way, if they took him and put him into a video game. I don't know his name's friend, or Genki was his friend's name, so I thought that was kind of weird. I'll put the image of Ned and Genki right next to each other. I thought they were similar. They could have been like cousins. That's probably sounding really racist, but that's not intended to. I just found it weird that they had two similar guys, similar ideas. The guy in the chair, both looking pretty similar in this game from the movie. He finds out that his old friend Finn is the Tinkerer, which is the one who's making the Underground, which is the big bad group of this game, making their weapons. Then he tells his Finn and his friend Finn and his mother that he's Spider-Man, which is something that he's not really, which Peter tells him don't do really. So that kind of is weird, but cool. Aaron Davis, his uncle, reveals that he's the Prowler. Figures out that he was spying on Miles for this actual company, Roxxon. So I thought that was kind of cool. Miles stops Finn, and then Finn stops the reactor from exploding. When I say that, what happens is Miles absorbs the energy. He's going to explode. Finn and him shoot up into the air. Spoiler alert. They shoot up into the air. And what happens is Finn knows that she's going to die. But she's like, this is my fault. I nearly killed all these people. I'll take it. And Miles then falls back to Earth. Kind of reminiscent to Avengers where Tony Stark falls to Earth. But nobody catches Miles in this case. No Hulk to save him. So his identity is revealed because he's got no mask on. He was talking to Finn originally. His mom, his buddy Genki, and then some random town people all know that he's Spider-Man at this point, but they don't, say it. Aaron Davis, Miles' uncle, turns himself in and testifies against Roxxon. And then Peter returns. That's pretty much the gist. It seems like a lot, but when you break it up into 8 hours, I mean, that's about how long it took me to beat the game. I would probably say 10 because I'm a collectible guy. I had to get all the collectibles for this game. That included the music things with the Prowler, and then the actual collectibles. I don't remember what they were named in this game, but they were random things, kind of like the first game, splattered throughout the map. So, really, what is the future for Spider-Man is what I'm wondering now. I mean, do they make Marvel Spider-Man 2? Do they go The Amazing Spider-Man? I think they do Marvel Spider-Man 2. Right? Make Peter's story continue, because let's be honest, this game is, once again, him just leaving New York. But make it where it's kind of like a GTA situation where you can go between Peter and between Miles. Like, you can switch characters during the gameplay. I think that would be kind of cool. And then, what do I think? Well, because the Avengers game was not great, I kind of want Insomniac to make their own Avengers. I think that'd be cool. I'm curious to see what they do next. So, what did you think of Spider-Man Miles Morales? Tell me in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon, and have a far off night.